down that monster and targeting the one weakness on that body.
And you take the arm out, Wade, you really take a lot of the power game away from Strowman.
Well, this is really the strength of Strowman versus the skills of Gunther. Gunther said it himself recently. Braun is the strongest man in WWE, but I am going to expose him as an overgrown meathead with no skills whatsoever.
How good is the ring general, Gunther? Well, back in 2020, CBS said he had the match of the year. ESPN said he had the match of 2022, the Clash at the Castle against Sheamus for the Intercontinental Championship. That's how good Gunther is inside the ring.
Well, if you've never seen Gunther before, it takes you one match to understand that this guy is generationally good. Proves it week in, week out.
And when is the last time you've seen the monster among monsters in this type of predicament? And again to the injured arm. Cover now by the champion. Hook to the leg, and Strowman still able to kick in one.
How much has this matchup swung since the beginning, where Gunther looked hesitant, he was backing away, he was getting outmaneuvered by Braun. It's done a complete 180, and now we're back to normal service with Gunther in complete control.
And Wade, you know, the shoulder had to be bothering Braun coming into this matchup. You made mention that during a lot of media appearances over the past week talking about this matchup, Strowman did say that the injured shoulder was not at 100%. And trying again, trying to power Gunther up, and the shoulder gave out. Strowman not able to do it, and that's going to be a problem now for the challenger.
Strowman's biggest strength is his literal strength, and it's disappearing before our eyes. Such is the job that Gunther has done.
Great technical prowess for the Intercontinental Champion. However, as we've learned, he can brawl with the best of them as well.
There's nothing that Gunther can't do. The man is just a no-frills dark destroyer.
Oh, and what a chop. And right back to the shoulder again. I mean, you're talking about a man in Strowman who's been a Universal Champion, Wade, an Intercontinental Champion. He won the greatest Royal Rumble back in 2018. In fact, we're in Royal Rumble season. Braun Strowman is tied with Brock Lesnar for the most eliminations ever in one match of the Rumble. That 13. That is the man that Gunther is defending his Intercontinental Championship again here tonight. And Strowman trying to fight back. And another chop by the champion. And that big clothesline will take the champ down. And looking to rally now is Strowman.
A Louisville slugger to the jaw did Gunther. Now that big meat tank of a man is taking control.
Into the corner hard. Back body drop, landing on his knee. Gunther landed on his knee. Meanwhile, look at this. Imperia, who were sent to the back earlier on by Gunther. Vinci and Kaiser attacking Strowman.
Getting wiped out in the process.
But you have to imagine that Gunther picked the spot, feigned an injury, drawing the official, and allowing Imperium to attack. But Strowman with a monstrous slam. Opportunity now for the challenger. Into the cover. Is it enough? Gunther, 2 kicks out. Our Intercontinental Championship match continues. The Intercontinental Champion, Gunther, has been putting on a master class tonight as he defends the championship against the monster of all monsters, Braun Strowman. Wade continuing to work on the previously injured shoulder and arm of Braun Strowman.
Braun Strowman trying his best to power out of there, but that's a 250-pound Austrian attached to a severely weakened arm of Braun Strowman.
And look at the power now of Strowman. He's got the champion up, and down goes Gunther.
Lightweight, baby! How does he continue to pull this off with that damaged shoulder?
And Strowman now buys himself some time to try to regroup. As you look at the incredible strength of the monster.
Absolutely wild to do that at the best of times, but with the amount of damage sustained by that left shoulder already, as you see Strowman desperately trying to shake some feeling back into that leg.
Let's go Strowman, champs here tonight in Green Bay. Mentioned earlier, Strowman makes his home about 90 minutes from here. Chops from Gunther. Big chop from Strowman. Gunther waist lock on Strowman. He delivers an elbow to the face. Oh, big boot from the champion.
Running into a complete slugfest at this point.
Strowman with a spine buster into the cover. Is it enough to win the title? Gunther's got a quicker 2.5.
What a matchup we are getting here, Cole. The deeper this one goes, though, for me, the more it favors Gunther. Completely unsurpassed conditioning, but with blows like this raining down on him from the monster, how much has he got left in the tank?
Strowman back to his feet, realizes this could be his opportunity. Gunther was stunned by the spine buster. The challenger was looking for the monster bomb, and Gunther went right back to work on the injured shoulder. Oh! Strowman still on his feet. Puts into a clothesline. Goes the champion.
Braun can barely stand up at this point, though. On jelly legs, and Gunther, if he can get a string of offense here, it could be over.
Shoulder first to the turnbuckle. Oh, there's the drop kick driving Strowman into the corner. A wicked clothesline. Cover by the champion to retain. Hook to the leg on Braun, who kicks it too.
Such a powerful whack of that clothesline. That could have split the diaphragm of Braun Strowman, but now we're going up top.
With a splash by Gunther. Cover on the challenger for the win. Strowman kicks out again. What an effort by Braun Strowman.
Frustration etched all over the face of Gunther. He knows he could have beaten any other member of the roster 5 times at this point.
The champion again, headed up to the top rope. Braun Strowman's going to meet him there. And again, big right hand by the challenger.
That is a lot of humanity balanced on those ropes, Cole.
Yeah, but look at Gunther back to the bad arm. Working on the bad arm again of Strowman.
Always thinking, always with a trick up his sleeve.
Oh! Now Gunther with a 6'8" Strowman up high. Cover for the win. Stacking up Strowman. Gunther with the victory.
Here is your winner, and still the Intercontinental Champion, Gunther!
Spectacular effort by both of these superstars here tonight, but in the end, the Intercontinental Champion retains the title.
Unbelievable performance from both men. You have to question, what on earth is it going to take to eventually pry that championship from the hands of Gunther?
Wade, how physical was this match between Gunther and Strowman?
I feel like sitting this close to the action, I've got a few bruises. The meat train of Braun Strowman knocking the monstrous Gunther all over the place. Almost decapitating the big Austrian.
But in the end, Gunther would put Strowman away, taking advantage of a bad arm, delivering the power bomb, and Gunther still your Intercontinental Champion.
It's a question, who on earth would ever want to step in the ring with Gunther as his reputation and resume continues to grow week by week here in WWE as high a ceiling as